Both are all good. All right, let me start the live. We're all ready. Microphone check 1 2 1 2. Microphone check 1 2. What it do? What the business is? Welcome to another episode of the MDX Radio Show. I am your host, Mr. Maurice Profits.
And I'm Danny Dang.
Yes, ladies and gentlemen, you heard right. Danny Dang is back in the building, ladies and gentlemen. He is back. He's on the air. He's ready to go. Boy, we have missed you, brah.
I missed one show.
Man, it only takes one show, man. For real, it takes one show that you feel the difference. But we glad you back. We glad you back on the air. We glad you back on everything. What's happening tonight? But in terms of like what's happening tonight, we're talking about tonight's and not 2 weeks ago. But we're talking about tonight's. We got a special guest in the studio, live in the studio, ladies and gentlemen. We have a special guest, my wife, my baby girl, my boo thing herself, Miss Christine Prophet. Christine, say what's up to the good people out there.
Hey, everyone.
That's right. She is here. She's out and about at night. Like, you never see this girl ever come out of her house because she's always working. She's always got something going on. She's always teaching. Changing lives, changing the world one young soul at a time. But she's with us now at IntellectualRadio.com.
That was a lot of change. I don't know if I can live up to all of that.
She's like, don't put that much pressure on me. Come on now. But for real, I'm really glad that we're back here. It's a beautiful night here, and in the Intellectual Radio Studios here. Also,
wait, hold on. I have a question for Danny really quick.
Okay.
So since we're here, Danny, I just feel like you can tell the truth, okay? Because I'm all about truth right now. You can tell the truth. You feel the same way that I do. And when Maurice does that intro, you're like, I really need him to stop doing an intro like that. It makes me embarrassed for him, and he should stop. No, I'm serious. Like, I really think it's okay. Like, you can tell the truth. He's not going to hurt you. Like, I will co-sign with you extra hard. Like, seriously, he needs to get something new. Come on, tell the truth.
I feel like every time it gets more over the top.
Right? Right? What? Oh my God, yes.
Wait, do you prefer for it to be something very subtle, very soft, very, very meek and mild? You can't expect that from me.
No, I prefer for you not to do that intro at all.
Come on now. We can't have some slow, some mild, tame intro. It has to be over the top. It has to be full of energy. It has to be full of just like charisma and craziness. It's 10 o'clock here on in the Midwest, 8 o'clock on the West Coast. These folks won't get hype at this time, all right? This is actually the unofficial kickoff to the weekend, if you think about it, all right? Because after tonight, what's after tonight? It's Thursday, right? So
wow.
you gotta kick things off the right way. So you gotta kick off with the high energy and everything. I'm all about bringing that energy, baby. Y'all know how I do it.
I'm fine with energy and everything, but again, let's go back to this intro. See, notice how he didn't really say anything about the intro. Danny, just tell him the truth. Like, stop doing it. Get something new. Be more original.
No, the intro lit.
Can you allow Danny to speak?
What you gotta say, bro?
For 4 years. It just gets over the top.
But you love it though.
No.
You love it. He does. Tell us.
I'm gonna tell Danny what he loves.
Because I know what Danny knows.
Oh my God.
I know what he thinks. We're two kindred souls, all right?
Oh man.
That's why we do this show together.
That's really special.
But no, for real. I mean, the intro is what it is and everything, and it gets you going, it gets the blood pumping and all that stuff, and that's how we gotta do things. But before we kick things off, before we go into all the business, I just want to first off just send a major shout out to the Intellectual Radio family that's here. First and foremost, to the ones making it possible day in and day out, the wizards behind the eyes. Our programming directors, Miss Wanda B and Earl Winfrey. Appreciate you guys do for us every time we are here. In addition, I also thank my special guest co-host from the last episode, Miss T Bizzle. T Bizzle filled in, for Danny when he wasn't here a couple of weeks ago. We had a great time here at the studio. Remember, you also remember if you watched the last episode that we did, you can catch T Bizzle on the Raw checklist. That's the Raw checklist, or I have to call it the Monday Night Raw checklist. Catch her and Wanda B on Monday nights at 11 p.m. Central on IR. That's Intellectual Radio. You can also catch T Bizzle on the CGF Entertainment, that Chicago Girlfriends Entertainment Show. That's also on IntellectualRadio.com. Tuesday nights at 9 p.m. on IntellectualRadio.com. All right. And also, a shout out to Dana from the show Dana Being Dana. She comes on right before our show. You can catch her on Wednesday nights at 9 p.m. Central before MDX. She has she has a very well-polished, well-organized radio show with special guests and all that good stuff and everything. And then here we come and we just tear it all up and all that stuff. Dana sets the table very nice and lovely, and then we come in, we're the sloppy guests with the bad table manners, and we just mess everything up. All right. But in all seriousness, so tune into her. She has a fantastic show. Start your week off strong. So the Raw checklist on Monday nights, CGF Entertainment on Tuesday nights, and Dana B and Dana on Wednesday nights. And after Dana B and Dana, they stay with us with the MDX Radio Show. And also, if you own a business, or you have a brand, or you have an event, you have a product, you have a program that you like to have advertised on the MDX Radio Show, feel free to shoot me an email with your inquiry. Our package rates are amazing for advertising on the show. You can email me directly at mprofit@bsideproduction.com. That's mprofit, MPROFFIT at bsideproduction.com. Or you can email the show at mdxpodcast1@gmail.com. That's mdxpodcast1@gmail.com. And last but not least, today is March 21st. Big happy birthday shout out to my older brother, Montgomery, or as I call him, Donnie. Love you, bro. And also happy birthday shout out to listener and friend of the show, part of Club Kayfabe, Mr. Pat McDermott as well, who, by the way, secured a really high-end head training role at DDP Yoga Facility in Atlanta, Georgia. So that's major props to him and everything on that achievement. All right, so all that good stuff is happening. Stay tuned for MDX Radio for any additional things. And also, if you want to get on the show, hit us up at the same email address that we addressed earlier. All right, so let's get things kicked off. We have a heavy show, heavy show tonight. So we want to get things going. Danny boy.
What's up?
So you just came back from Boston, right?
I did.
All right. Quick question: how racist was it over there?
Oh my God.
And are you okay?
I'm fine. It wasn't as bad as, I didn't really interact with
the racist
people that much because I was there for work. So it was people were nice. They were very nice.
Right.
I didn't have any qualms with the people that I was interacting with per se. It was a little bit different because it was like St. Patrick's Day weekend, right? So we got in right as the St. Patrick's Day parade ended.
That's crazy. That's kind of like the place you want to be at for St. Patrick's Day weekend if you think about it, because it's so heavily Irish over there. So I know it had to be kind of crazy. Yeah, that'd be kind of dope.
Unless that's not your type of fun.
Yeah, that's not. Yeah, right. Not my type of fun. But but it's somebody's type of fun though.
True.
So that's what matters. So that's somebody.
Right. It was a cool place. It was my first time out to Boston. I got to go downtown. I went to a Bruins game. I got to see the TD Garden. I love that kind of stuff, right? I love seeing other people's arenas and stuff. Like when I came to Chicago, we went to the game. I just hate going to places that are that are good at sports because being did we go to United Center? Is that where we were?
Yeah, the UC. Yeah.
Just to see all the banners and stuff, Blackhawks, Bulls. Same thing with TD Garden. It was Celtics, Bruins. I was like, man, what it would be like to have a winning team. I don't know what that's like.
Right? Actually have some pride in something, instead of cheering for a loser. Exactly.
Right. So it was really cool. It was a really, really fun place. I had a really good time.
Nice.
Granted, we cut everything short because we had the storm was coming through, so we didn't want to get stuck. Technically, I should be in the air right now coming home. So, But yeah, it was good. Definitely a good time. And I would love to be back there sometime.
Nice. So it was a good weekend and everything. So you did a little getaway. You got to handle some business out there and whatnot. You got home safe, and your return was quite welcome. Very happy that you got home safe, brother.
Thank you.
Yeah, no doubt. And yeah, it was in terms of interesting weekends. We had an interesting weekend ourselves as well too. Up here in Chicago.
We did.
Yeah, you don't remember what we did Friday night?
Did we sleep?
Well, we slept, yeah, but there was something that happened before sleep, though.
What was that?
All right, so check it out.
You guys looked around Vic Mensa thing, didn't you?
Oh, okay.
Right. Why you have to brand new like you don't know?
I'm sorry, I thought you were going somewhere else with this.
I'm thinking to myself, like, what you think I was going with?
I don't know.
No, yeah, we went to this event. It was really cool. We went to this event. It was a foundation launch event that was ran by Vic Mensa. And for those who don't know, Vic Mensa is a rapper. He's
from Chicago.
From Chicago, from the South Side. Ridiculously talented, stupid talented. I mean, the man is amazing. And we've been to a few of his shows before, but this was something that was really different. So my wife, Christine, actually had the idea of going to this. And her thing was, and it was.
I can explain my own thing.
Okay, you want to break it down?
So,
all right, go ahead and break it down.
Since this was his foundation lunch, he had it at a small place, but it included like a dinner and like a meet and greet, and then there was like a silent auction, and then a concert. So at first, I think we were just like, yeah, let's go for a concert. This is cool. Our money will go to his foundation. But in my mind, I said, since this is the first time that he is obviously launching, that we should actually go for gold and do the whole thing. So the tickets were actually called the executive level. First time I've ever been an executive.
Yeah, Danny, this is like your level right here. Bro.
Right, Danny, it's like right up your alley. Okay, seriously.
You wasn't proud.
Yes, it was like our shining moment, right? We walked in and there was these amazing looking tables and you had to go and sit down and it was super formal and Vic was 2 tables away. I just want everybody to know, 2 tables away.
It was just so like surreal. Like we're sitting there having dinner and then we look behind us and boom, Vic Mensa is right there, having having some baked chicken and broccoli.
Wow, there was not even baked chicken or broccoli at the dinner at all.
Well, no, they actually they had a whole bunch of like
catered amazing Indian food.
Yeah, catered Indian food and stuff. I just couldn't think of any like this.
But instead you came with baked chicken and broccoli.
Baked chicken and broccoli is like the standard.
I didn't say it wasn't. I'm just saying that's not what we had. So anyway, in my mind, the way I sold it to Maurice was we should go for the executive level because he's going to continue to make this foundation as amazing as possible. So then it's going to get more expensive and we will no longer be able to be at the executive level because we're not Danny.
Exactly. So it was cool. So we had the dinner and then it was like a little program and it was about, I want to say it was probably about like 50 people.
Yeah,
that were
I think so.
in the room for the executive level. So then they had like a little program where the MC came up and kind of spoke to us. They did a little bit spoken word. Some people from the foundation, some of the people who actually put the whole thing together as far as the foundation and the people who really have been really contributing to the resources and really making the connections and everything. They got to speak, and then Vic spoke to us as well too, and he did a little spoken word. That's the little video that I posted on Instagram, and it was just really, I mean, like when you think about it, it was really what was needed because the purpose of their foundation is to create access for like people who are
first
responders, yeah. Right? Because there's not a lot of trauma centers on the South Side. So they have people so this is for training people to be actual first responders of any issues that happen in the South Side. Like, if someone gets injured, if there's a shooting, if there's, anything that, like when someone needs immediate care and they can't wait for the ambulance to come all the way out to, 75th of May and pick them up and take them all the way out to Northwestern, so this way they get care. They have actual immediate care right there. And I think, and the thing what really hit home for me was this was an example of, look, we are tired of waiting for the city to actually do something responsible for creating this resources that's supposed to be out here. So we're going to do it our own. We're going to do it ourselves, and we're going to make this happen on our own. And we're going to make this happen with with the help of the community. And I thought that was absolutely amazing. So realizing that was what was happening, I was like completely on board with that. So it was something that you definitely wanted to check out and absolutely want to support them. So look them up online. You know, I'm sure they have a website. If you go to Vic Mensa's website, check it out, donate to it, donate your time, as far as seeing just how one can get involved with something like this, because it's really something that really does actually make a change, make a difference. And I think a lot of even the politicians who got in the office yesterday should really look into that as well too, though, about really having their hands into making sure that actually does live. So it's really good seeing that happen. But overall, though, the event, it was great. We did, after that, we had like a little art show upstairs. And then after that, we had a concert with him. And who was the young lady? What was her name again?
Her name was Jamila Woods, I believe.
Yeah, Jamila Woods.
She opened for him, and then he came out after. Something else that I think was really cool just about his foundation launch is that he brought out the person who's running his foundation, and he actually met her when he went to Standing Rock. And he asked her to come out. She basically moved to Chicago so that she can do this. So she is from Standing Rock. So a lot of the ideals of things that he saw happening there, he's also bringing here. I really believe in what Vic is doing, and I am here for it. So I can't wait to see how much it grows. Yeah,
definitely. And you know me, I was up there politicking. I was up there networking. I was up there, rubbing elbows and everything. Absolutely. I was.
You rubbed elbows?
I rubbed elbows and everything like that. Absolutely. I made
with yourself?
No. With the people who were up there.
The doorknob?
Nah. The individuals who were the named people.
Danny, he rubbed elbows with no one.
No.
Hey, did you put lotion? Did you put lotion on your elbows?
I stay cleaned up. You already know that. I stay shiny. You already know that already.
I think we know different. That's why he asked.
I definitely took advantage of that opportunity to make sure that I got the Maurice Prophet name out there a little bit, just to move the needle a little bit, for the brand.
Okay. All right. I was there, but okay. Yeah, he totally did that.
But overall, it was great. It was great times. We were crossing our fingers. We were really hoping, because one thing with us is that we're always we never are on the receiving end of going to a concert and there's a surprise guest.
Right.
We're always maybe there'll be a surprise guest tonight. Maybe there'll be a surprise guest tonight. So when Vic performed,
You Mad?
You Mad. When he performed You Mad, we were crossing our fingers, hoping please let Kanye come out. Please let Kanye come out.
Just one time.
And I swear, when Kanye's verse came up, I swear I saw Vic turn around. I'm like, oh, it's gonna happen, but it sure didn't happen. So, but it's good though. We're gonna get that moment one day. But speaking of Kanye, speaking of Brother Ye, all right. So here we are.
Really just call him Brother Ye.
Oh, absolutely. I definitely call him Brother Ye. I'm telling you, it's one of those feelings that where you feel connected with somebody. Here's my thing.
That's weird, but okay.
Learn to love it, baby. But here's the thing, though. So me personally, this is the first year I did not do a March Madness bracket for the NCAA. Why? I don't know. For some reason I just didn't really pay too much attention to college basketball this year. I think I was just too into other things, and also the Bulls being trash didn't really put me in the college basketball spirits to watch even more. So I was like, okay, I'm gonna chill from from doing a bracket. I'm not gonna do a bracket this year. I'm gonna save myself the stress. But man, some bracket gods in the sky heard what I said, and it's okay, I see that you're not gonna do an NCAA bracket. I got one better for you. I'm going to create this Kanye West bracket because I need Maurice Prophet to be stressed. And Maurice Prophet was stressed making this bracket. So I say, just when I thought I was going to be bracket free this year, they pulled me back in. So,
I think I was more stressed about the Kanye West bracket than you were.
You was a whole nother level, I swear. Okay, so let me tell y'all, right? So somebody online, some big time Kanye stan, who's a bigger stan than I am, believe it or not, actually took the time out to make an NCAA style bracket, breaking down the top 64 songs of his library and putting them against each other. And then, just like with any other bracket, you break it down to your best Kanye song. This was brain surgery. I swear, this was I mean, this really was like if you were a parent having to choose your favorite kid. Each
You're
time.
not supposed to choose a favorite kid, and by the way.
But that's what this was, though. This is what it was like. I mean, this really was excruciating.
It was.
It was painful to put this together.
I do agree.
So
we started off together.
So we started off together. So what we did, we sat down this weekend, and we went through the very first round together. We played all the songs, in order, and we were judging, we were judging our picks on those songs, as far as which song came out from the best matchups and whatnot. But after that, though, after the first round, we kept it silent from each other. So this way we don't know what we don't know each other's picks and all. So I proposed, I told Christina, I told Danny, I was like, let's do the bracket, and we will start at our Elite Eight.
I feel like, this is the moment where Danny is silent, just bow in the presence of greatness, allow us to go ahead and...
No, Danny did one.
Really, Danny? I thought you weren't a Kanye fan.
Nope, I didn't fill one out.
You didn't do it?
See, not a Kanye fan.
Oh!
Not a Kanye fan.
Oh, man. Okay, because I thought, I'm like, Danny's going to do it, but be very reluctant while doing it.
Like,
nope,
this one's
I didn't do it.
Great.
I didn't do it. I did do it, but I do have a favorite Kanye song that we can talk about.
Okay. See, I feel like yours will not count as much as ours does because we painstakingly went over this bracket. Like hours we spent doing this.
I know you guys did, but the thing is I just don't like the guy like that. See, there's like a Drake one out there that I would totally do.
I think there is a Drake one out there.
There was a Drake one out there.
I mean, I'm not interested in this Drake one at all. I'm not here for it, but
I wouldn't mind doing that one. I wouldn't mind doing that at all. Okay, so I guess we'll take the heavy on this one then.
Of course we will. I told him to bow in the presence of greatness.
All right, so we're going to start off with our Elite Eight. All right. And we'll just go back and forth. All right, we'll start off with the Northwest region.
Okay.
So my matchup for the Elite Eight in the Northwest region, Appalled versus Crack Music.
I had So Appalled versus Devil in a New Dress.
Okay, so you had Devil in a New Dress going that far?
Yes, I did.
Wait, how'd you get Appalled versus Devil in a New Dress in
Because
in Northwest?
My So Appalled beat out Can't Tell Me Nothing.
No.
Where am I?
You're in Sweet 16.
Oh, you didn't tell me where.
Yeah. Elite Eight.
Okay. All right. So I have Devil in a New Dress against New Slaves.
Wait, you had Devil in a New Dress over Appalled?
I did.
How?
Because I went with lyricism. I went back through. I listened to his verses, and that's how I got there.
See, I like Devil in a New Dress for the reasons I told you about, but Appalled is so. I mean, that's like putting your hands into the earth and really, digging out something that's earthy and that's enriching and everything. You know what I'm saying?
Well, I'm glad you're earthy. My issue was that I felt like I liked the features verse better than Kanye's verse, and so I can't do that. I need to make sure that it's Kanye's verse that I like more.
Even when he referenced Donald Trump, which is kind of like a foreshadow of what's going on right now.
I'm where I'm at.
Oh my goodness!
Let's move on.
So
hey Maurice.
Yes, sir.
It's okay for people not to like things that you like.
Hey, you know what? I'm just making conversation. I'm just trying to get some clarity and everything. You know how.
Well, in this relationship, that's how it normally goes. We like nothing the same.
Very true. Okay, so wait. So you had Devil in a New Dress against who?
New Slaves.
Against New Slaves?
Yes.
Okay. All right. See, like I said, I have Appalled going in against Crack Music.
I can't believe Crack Music made it that far.
Absolutely. You know what it was?
I don't know how I feel about that.
Okay, but you know what it was, though? Is because when Late Registration came out, that came out the week of Hurricane Katrina, right? And that Friday night, when I picked up that CD, like I told you, I listened to Late Reg like twice, like that, like back to back that night. And after I turned it off, that's when I turned the TV on. And Kanye was on there with Michael Myers.
Gotcha.
And he did the whole George Bush and like black people thing, right? So after hearing Crack Music, that, both those times, and then seeing Kanye say what he said about George Bush on national TV, I guess, about the president of the United States, it was just a culmination of heck yeah. You know what I'm saying? Like this just a real powerful black movement going on right there with the combination of the music and with him what he said. So So I was really in a zone when all that happened. You know, when he said George Bush doesn't like black people. So for me, crack music goes so far because of the audacity and the bold and the bravery of him. You know what I'm saying? It was a whole package deal.
So it really wasn't about the actual lyrics?
No. The lyrics are hard. Don't trip.
Okay.
Don't trip.
I mean, I don't disagree. I'm just surprised that it made it that far.
But I gotta give like the bonus, you know, in terms of like why I got that far. Anyway, so coming on top over Appalled versus crack music, I put So Appalled.
So Appalled won out over crack music?
Yes.
New Slaves won out over Devil in a New Dress. It did. And I actually wrote little notes to myself. It was because there's more Kanye, and while the hook is controversial, it's actually a really good hook. It's really hard for you not to want to go along with it, even though you're like, why am I doing this?
Yeah. Okay, so you have New Slaves in your final four representing the Northwest region.
I do.
Okay, all right. Dan, what you think about that, bro?
Yeah, great.
Danny doesn't care. See, I told you, Danny doesn't care. Move on to Donda. Let's go to Donda.
So the Donda side, I have Runaway going up against Good Life.
I have Heartless against Blood on the Leaves.
Oh, you got Heartless over Runaway?
I didn't choose Runaway. So before
you had Heartless going that far?
Yeah.
Wait, where did you drop Runaway off then?
I never had Runaway on my list.
Wait, Runaway never made out the first round?
No.
Wait, the door is right there, so you can exit anytime. Wait, you did not have Runaway coming out the first round?
No.
What?
I don't even see where Runaway is on the list.
It's Runaway.
Oh, I see it. I mean, okay. Again, I'm with Heartless and Blood on the Leaves.
Wait, you legit did not have Runaway come out the first round?
No, it didn't make it on there.
Oh my God! Do y'all hear this?
Everybody heard.
This is like offensive.
That song sucks.
Runaway is a masterpiece.
I don't know if I agree with sucks, but
wait, hold on, wait.
Oh no, because you're gonna pontificate on this for a really long time. So hold on, calm down, move on to the next one, and then maybe you can have a special little time where you just talk about Runaway all by yourself. You know, I won't be here, no one else will be here. You won't call Danny on the phone at all. You know, like you'll just talk about Runaway all by yourself. No, move on to the next one. For real.
Okay, all right. You said you had Blood on the Leaves against
Heartless.
Okay. Yeah. All right. So who came out
on top?
You're representing Donda.
What the next one?
Who won that one?
Who won Blood on the Leaves versus Heartless? Blood on the Leaves.
Okay, so you have Blood on the Leaves in your final four.
I did.
Donda.
Yes.
Okay, I have Runaway over Good Life.
I can't believe it made it that far.
Absolutely. The very first key in Runaway, this ding, ding.
No, I totally get you.
That's iconic.
No, I totally get you. I do.
Do you remember when we went to watch the Throne concert?
Yes.
And when he just hit that ding,
yes.
Everybody went crazy.
They did.
We went nuts just from one piano key.
It's true. I agree.
Who can do that? Not even Bono from U2 can do that.
Wow, I don't think you should make statements like that. I mean, I'm just saying, like, you've never been to a U2 concert.
I've been saying, though, I never heard anybody say, hey, Bono hit one key and we all went crazy, Joe.
But you haven't not heard someone say that, so I'm just saying.
If anybody out there is a U2 fan, tell me, did Bono ever hit one key and y'all just went nuts?
I think so.
There's a lot of people who can do that, bro.
See, I have Kanye love. Well, Kanye music love, but I'm just saying, I think Danny's right.
But is it iconic as that one? Ding!
Yes, there's so many songs that have that.
Probably.
Name me one artist that can do.
This is not the name game right here, okay? Come on, let's go. Let's go. Because we have a lot of bracket to cover. Okay, all right. And Danny doesn't even like Kanye. And, you know, we got some other stuff we got to talk about. So just so you know, Blame Game went up against All of the Lights. And it was really hard for me to, you know, continue on after that. And then Blood on the Leaves ended up against All of the Lights. And it was really tough for me, but I went with Deep over Super Fun in the club. All right. And so in my final four for my Northwest and for Donda, it's New Slaves against Blood on the Leaves.
Okay. All right. For my coming out of Northwest is Appalled going up against Runaway from Donda. So that's two of my final four. Now moving on, to the Chicago part of the bracket. my matchup is Streetlights going up against No More Parties in LA. Yeah.
Okay. And so for my Chicago side, I have Black Skinhead against Power.
Black Skinhead against Power?
Yes.
Wait, so you had Power going over No More Parties in LA?
I did. And it was really hard. It was. I'm serious. It was really hard. Here's what happened. Gold Digger won over No More Parties in LA.
Wait, whoa. Wait, how does Gold Digger go over No More Parties in LA?
Because it was like nostalgic. I did it for the culture.
Oh, I mean, Gold Digger. Wait,
wait, hold on. No, I agree. And because, again, the same thing happened. I found myself liking the Features verse over Kanye's verse. Kendrick Lamar, oh my God, come on.
Yeah.
You're going to say, it's like, who said it? Eminem killed you in your own track.
Oh, whoa, no. Look, Kung Fu Kenny is nice. But he did not body Kanye in that track.
I don't know.
Kanye took his game to Kanye brought back to the old Kanye in that track. Where he's
I don't disagree.
Where he's rapping hard and he's like going off beat and everything. Like he brought back to the old Kanye. Like I'm talking about freshman
straight from the go Kanye?
Yeah, straight from the right. I want the old Kanye, straight from the go Kanye.
Right.
I'm talking freshman adjustment Kanye, where he's like rapping off beat and everything, and he snapped.
I'm not saying he didn't. I'm just saying this is what happened in my bracket. That's the reason why it's my bracket. Okay, Gold Digger won over No More Parties in LA, and then Power won over Gold Digger.
So you got Power over Gold Digger. Okay,
I did. Yeah.
And what was the matchup again? Power against what?
Black Skinheads.
All right. So who won that for you?
Power.
So you got Power in your final four.
I do.
All right, I got No More Parties in LA coming out in my final four.
Wow, really?
Absolutely.
What did it win over?
Streetlights.
That makes sense.
Streetlights.
Yeah, I know what it is. We don't need him to sing at all. Right. Danny, right? We don't ever need him to sing at all.
No, never, ever.
ever.
Yeah, No More Parties in LA was just like, I mean, that was when I hear it to this day, I have to hear it at least 3 more times. So that's a staple. All right, coming out the Saint bracket, the Saint part of the bracket, I have Diamonds going up against Homecoming.
See, I was in a similar place as you. I ended up with Touch the Sky over Homecoming.
Whoa!
Yeah, and Touch the Sky won over Diamonds.
You got Touch the Sky that deep?
I do got Touch the Sky that deep. And let me tell you, Touch the Sky won over everyone in that particular spot.
See, I did not agree that Touch the Sky should be a number 1 seed.
I do. That's why it's on my bracket. Again, Touch the Sky won over Otis. Touch the Sky won over Diamonds. And then Touch the Sky is up against Homecoming.
I had Touch the Sky losing in the first round to the new Kanye, the workout plan.
Over the workout plan?
Over the workout plan.
Come on,
absolutely.
Man.
That was the cut.
That's awful. That's awful.
So I have Diamonds going up against Homecoming. I have Homecoming coming out that part of the bracket. What you got?
I also have Homecoming coming out on top over Touch the Sky.
What?
And I wrote a little note on there that said, because Chicago will always win.
True. All right. Okay, so we're at the final four. The final four for the Kanye West bracket is Appalled versus Runaway, and No More Parties in LA versus Homecoming. Now I have Runaway being Appalled, and I have Homecoming being No More Parties in LA. My final match.
Your final two?
My final two, Runaway versus Homecoming.
Okay, that's interesting. So my final four were New Slaves over Blood on the Leaves and Power versus Homecoming, which I think is interesting that I had Yeezus versus Yeezus on one side of my bracket. And then I had Graduation versus Beautiful Dark Twisted Fantasy on my other side of the bracket. All right. So I have New Slaves winning over Blood on the Leaves. And it was really, really tough for me to do this. But here's why I think I still win. And I even wrote this down as well. I mentioned in New Slaves, he mentions the blood on the leaves.
Right.
So either way, I still win.
Yeah, that was when you pointed it out, I never even thought about that until you pointed it out the other day. Yeah, I thought it was like, okay, that's kind of a cool foreshadow. So you have Blood in the Leaves.
No, I have New
Slaves.
And then from my Power versus Homecoming matchup, I do have Homecoming. So
New
Slaves and Homecoming made it to the final two. I can't believe we actually have the same song in the final two.
Right. Okay, that's surprising. Okay, so we're now at the final. We're now at the finals. This is the final. This is the championship round. Championship for the heavyweight championship of the world. All right. So our final championship match for the Kanye West March Madness bracket. As far as Mr. Profit goes, my championship match is Runaway versus Homecoming. My champion. Wait. Before I say it,
are you gonna cry? There's gonna be tears.
I'm saying, should I? I really want to really relish in this moment because I'm about to put out what my favorite Kanye West song is.
You do realize that Kanye's not going to call you and thank you or anything like that.
But the thing is, when
he doesn't know you. None of this is going to happen.
When you put it out there in the universe, you never know what can happen.
Nothing.
I feel like this is going to get really weird.
You never know.
He's like, one day Kanye's going to call me.
It can happen. That's why I was networking on Friday.
He wasn't doing anything, Danny. Danny, please don't allow him, and world that's listening, don't allow him to make you think that he was the joy of the party and everybody knew his name after we left Vic's Foundation, because that did not happen.
Trust me.
The only person who knew his name was me, and that's because I arrived there already knowing it.
But I got a friend request just because that.
You did not. He got a fake friend request. It wasn't even real.
Don't even trip.
Anyway. All right. So you have what and what now?
So I have Runaway against Homecoming.
Okay. And then, hold on.
Right.
I have New Slaves with Homecoming.
Okay.
All right.
My champion?
Your champion.
Homecoming.
Oh, my God. Okay, so this is crazy, right? Because these things don't happen in our life. I, too, have Homecoming as
what? No way! What?
Yes, and it's for the exact reason that I said before. Chicago always wins.
Absolutely. Because that's my thing, too. It's that is the unofficial official national anthem for Chicago.
And I also wrote that the video was awesome.
Absolutely. It shows the city. It gives the essence of the city. And also when it comes to the wordplay, the lyrics. That's what I love about it. This is up there with Nas' "I Gave You Power," with Tupac's "Me and My Girlfriend." And then this. This shares the same company of some of the greatest artists, hip hop artists of all time. And that's what I'm saying. It's not only visually is it beautiful, but also just the creative spin of how to be able to tell that story. Was work. And of course, you got Chris Martin on the keys.
Is he your favorite person ever?
Chris Martin from Coldplay. Come on now.
Okay, I'm just saying. I just wanted to make sure you actually knew where he was from. I thought he just name dropped him because he's in the actual where it says featuring Kanye West.
I was making sure you knew, so I was putting you up on
anyway.
So I cannot. This is a historic moment.
People. This doesn't happen.
We never agree on anything.
We never do.
This is insane.
That's why we both have our own dogs.
Yeah.
Because we couldn't agree.
Absolutely. So the verdict is in. We both have Homecoming winning in the Kanye West bracket. How crazy is that, y'all?
Danny is not enthused by this at all.
So Danny, since we announced our winners, what would you say is your favorite Kanye West song then?
I think he's gonna make me mad right now.
My favorite Kanye song?
Yes.
Yeah.
Everything I Am.
What?
Is Everything I Am. It's from College Dropout, right?
No, it's from Graduation.
Yeah, same thing. Yeah.
Wow, that's not the same thing at all.
But why that song? That's a good song.
Was it even on the bracket?
It's not even on the bracket, no. Everything makes Everything I Am. Yeah, that.
I don't care about the bracket. I just like the song.
This is why nobody likes Danny.
No.
Okay, you like Danny. Sorry.
No, the track is nice. Don't trip. The track is nice. It's just it's different though.
Again, you're the only person who likes Danny.
All right, so we
Wait, hold on. I had one other thing that I.
Break it down.
Okay, so I went a little bit deeper than Maurice did and Danny ever will. And so I looked at the different sides that this person created for this bracket, and I feel like it's a little bit deeper than we think. So, one side is Northwest, the other side is Donda, then we got Chicago, and we have Saint. So in my mind, since my Final Four pick was New Slaves under Northwest, I just feel like is North one of the New Slaves since it is under Northwest? If you really want to think about it intellectually, is Northwest, his daughter, one of the New Slaves?
You're talking about because she kind of mirrors what in real life of what the song is talking about.
Exactly.
Because she is very like flashy and very
and she's brand new, and who knows what's gonna come before her as she gets older.
But isn't she rocking most of like her dad's stuff though?
No, I heard that when she likes something, they actually go out and get the materials and they help her make like her own stuff, which I do think is cool, but it also comes from a place of privilege.
Yeah.
And then for Donda, since I ended up with Blood on the Leaves, I felt like that was very much like an ode to the mom. So if you think like about what Blood on the Leaves talks about, like it's all about that Hollywood and that fame and that like holding on to things and things like that. So I just felt like it was very fitting that Blood on the Leaves ended, in my Donda bracket.
Okay.
And then for under the Chicago bracket, I ended up with Power. And for myself, I always look at that as like the resilience of Chicago and just like how Chicago Kanye is and can be when he is being, the old Kanye.
Right.
And then under my Saint bracket, I ended up with Homecoming. And then again, Chicago, in the heavens, super Chicago. And then that's why Homecoming won anyway.
Yeah.
So that's my piece about those, the four names of the sides.
I like that analytical breakdown. I didn't even think about it like from that
standpoint.
Because because like what you're talking about, I would love to be able to contact who made this bracket and be like, okay, how did you decipher what would go where?
True.
What song was not only like why was it ranked where it was, but also why did it land in that part of the bracket? Oh yeah. See, and I told you put it in the universe, and he will respond. Stop it. I told you that would happen. So we got all that down and everything. It was some really great material. And what really like resonated to me was that, man, he got so many good songs. Yeah, he got so many good songs, man. I mean, it's crazy that we were able to come up with 60, not even everything from the library, 64 hits that people know and people actually have a connection to and such. And speaking of hits, so today, moving on a little bit, today the Lollapalooza lineup came out. That's going to be happening August 2nd to the 5th at Grant Park in Chicago. And I kind of like it when the Lollapalooza lineup comes up. I don't know, for some reason, I like it when festival lineups come up every year because it's kind of like fun to see, okay, who's going to be, who's going to be performing, who's going to be on what stage, and, who's going to be there and whatnot and everything. And it's fun to see, like, who gets chosen and who gets kind of snubbed and everything. And so it looks like that we have the headliners is The Weeknd, Bruno Mars, Jack White, and Arctic Monkeys. I have no idea what that is. But they must be big because they're actually headlining Lollapalooza. And what's funny to me now,
why are you laughing like that?
I'm not an LL Cool J hater the way I used to be.
I knew you were gonna say something. Oh my god!
I used to okay, y'all. I'm sorry. I know I love hip hop to the core and everything, and some of y'all hip hop heads gonna hate me for this, but I used to hate LL Cool J. I used to really cannot stand it.
He still does.
No. I'm good now. I'm good, but. The old Maurice Prophet, when I saw LL Cool J on the list, but he's like on
he's like on the fourth line.
No, he's the last name on that second tier. If he dropped one more, he'd be on that lower tier.
Oh, stop.
And I'm just like, I'm like, why LL in that spot? Why your boy in that spot?
Why does it matter? He's on the spot, right?
But on some real stuff though, I'm like, that's crazy. But as far as like talent though, they got some big names. They got Travis Scott, The National, Vampire Weekend, Logic is gonna be there. Post Malone, Khalid, Lil Uzi Vert, Tyler the Creator, my boy. Somebody named Zed. LL Cool J, like I said a minute ago. Gucci Mane gonna be there.
I'm sorry. Are you a huge Gucci fan now?
I'm not a huge Gucci fan, but I do like Playboy Cardi. He's gonna be there as well too. Also, Danny, your boy Lil Pump is gonna be there as well. And somebody, A Boogie with the hoodie. See, that's why I like what I love about these festival lists. I like seeing like the smaller names because those are the raw names, right? So for instance, like you got G Herbo. He's gonna be there.
Are you sure he's gonna be there? Because isn't he in jail?
Oh yeah.
I just want to know, like, is he gonna get out in time?
But he's supposed to be getting out though, right?
I don't know.
Yeah, I think he's supposed to be getting out. No, I think he already out though.
You sure?
Yeah, because he went on the whole tour for his album.
Okay. I was just checking.
Taylor Bennett's gonna be there. Now, how come Taylor's gonna kind of love the Chance gets?
Because he's relatively new.
Is he?
I don't know.
Wasn't he around with
Is he? I don't know, Danny. I feel like he has some insight.
Danny, Taylor Bennett came out around the same time as Chance, right?
I don't know who that is.
Oh my God! See, this is why we can't talk to you anymore.
That's Chance the Rapper's brother.
Oh, I don't listen to Chance.
Neither do I, but I know who his brother is.
And
I don't listen to this. I don't listen to this kind of music.
Oh my God.
Yeah, no, but he gets very little love. But he actually is not bad though. I don't have anything against him or anything.
Wait,
but,
have you listened to Taylor Bennett?
Yes, because he was on that he was on that what's called. Remember when they dropped that little compilation joint?
No.
It came out like 2 years ago.
No.
He was on there. But yeah, and shout out to Wendy DeVilla because her and Freddie, they go there every year. So I know that they're like they're pretty stoked for the Lollapalooza lineup. But no, it's a pretty stacked lineup. It looks pretty good. Franz Ferdinand. Oh, Franz Ferdinand, I remember them.
Wow, that means you didn't really look at this list before because you just got excited.
No, they made that one song, "Take Me Out."
Oh my God, stop singing. Didn't we already establish that he should never sing?
Now, no. Yeah. Real quick, you know who you sleep on? Like Lee.
Okay.
You sleep on Like Lee. That's not hip hop. Like she's like on some like world kind of stuff or whatever. Like some like kind of like I don't know some like electronic stuff. I think Dan you know Like Lee?
No.
He said it with authority.
And on that note,
he was angry.
And on that note,
don't you ever ask me questions like that again.
So look up that Lollapalooza lineup on your own and everything. Y'all see what we're talking about. Now, as far as like what everyone is talking about right now. Have y'all heard? Right now. Have you heard about what's going on with Dirty Boy Donald Trump Jr.? Look, let me say this, right? The entire family needs to have an STD check on them. Seriously, like that's why that family is nasty. They sloppy. They messy, and like for the obvious reasons that we already know about the family, how twisted they are. But dude, it's like every day it's always something. We got the whole thing that's going on with Stormy Daniels, and I really hope that she gets her comeuppance. For real. I'm Team Stormy all the way. I'm like
Team Stormy.
Stormy, do your thing, girl, for real. Get that money. But now we got old girl
Aubrey O'Day
from Danny Kane. And apparently her and Donald Jr. had a little something going on. While his wife was pregnant.
That's gross.
Him and his wife had 5 kids. And when she was pregnant, I think with either the 4th or 5th child, he was dipping with Aubrey when she was doing the Celebrity Apprentice. And apparently what happened.
I didn't even know she was on Celebrity Apprentice.
Yeah, she was on one of those seasons where I stopped watching.
Oh, gotcha.
What happened, wifey, I think her name's Vanessa Trump.
I don't know.
Wifey found some text messages from Aubrey, hit Aubrey up and was like, "Are you my man?"
Wait a minute, so like she randomly went to like an old phone or the current phone?
Yeah, she went to the current phone. And this is back when she was pregnant. So this is some years ago.
So then so if this was some years ago, why is it just coming out now?
See, that's the question.
Is it because they're getting a divorce?
I think so. I think that's why. Because the divorce is fresh news and now she's popped up. But she went straight up loving hip hop on her. Are you my man? And she's like, well, yeah. And even I learned that Aubrey came up with made a song about Donald Trump Jr. It's called DTJ.
Actually, I think it was 2, like where she mentioned something that happened between the 2 of them.
Right. That's crazy. That's nuts. And my thing is like, we just got done, and I'm not trying to get too political here and everything. I know it's late night. We know we're all trying to chill, but we all came off a presidency where like the biggest scandal was happening with under Obama's watch was Obama wore a tan suit to a press conference, and everyone was in the uproar. What does he think he is?
Suit.
He's not presidential. He shouldn't be wearing a tan suit. Is he going on vacation? He's supposed to look like a president. And now we got this whole mess that's happening on a daily basis. It literally is every day you turn on the TV, you see something new with these folks. Seriously, I think it's funny because you and I we've been kind of low key following. Well, not really following, but we've been kind of aware of Aubrey's moves since making the band. So we know that she was she was messing with an old boy from the boy group, Day 26.
I was gonna say the boy group. There's a lot of boy groups. You got to be a little bit more specific.
She was messing with fam from Day 26. She messed with some rappers as well too. You know what I mean? Like there's
Diddy.
There's right. She messed with Diddy. And there's some rumor and innuendo that she might have messed with the likes of Ludacris, Jadakiss, some of the New York rappers, somebody from
Pauly D's on her list.
Yeah, Pauly D's on her list from Jersey. They're bringing back Jersey Shore. Why?
It's the rumor, right?
Danny, do you watch that show?
What?
Jersey Shore.
I watched the original one.
Bro, do you know they're bringing that mess back?
Yeah, I'm good on that.
Right? Yo, are they 30 now?
Well, and most of them, not most of them, some of them are married and
they got
you have kids
and stuff.
But I saw the promo for it. I'm like, they still going to the club. They still, trying to drink hard. And I'm just like, y'all kind of old for this. You're not 22 years old no more. You know what I mean?
No,
am I the only one tripping?
Maybe you're just old.
I'm not old. I'm better.
I don't know. You're kind of old.
I get better every year. I don't get older. I get better.
According to yourself.
According to reality. According to the real.
Wait, I can't hear what Danny's saying.
Dan, what do you say, bro?
I said, are you trying to liken yourself to a wine? Because that's not true.
Hey, let me tell you something. Wine takes notes about me on how to get better.
God,
you know what I mean?
Stop.
I see you, Yvonne. I'm going to talk about that show. But no, for real, they're bringing that back, though. So I'm just like, why? Who's going to watch that? Seriously, I really hope it fails.
Wow, that's really serious.
I've been saying,
I hope failure on people.
Well, why are they bringing it back, though? I just don't get that.
No, I get you.
Anyway.
Well, you know it's not going to fail. People will let stuff.
That's true.
That's wild,
he's got a good point.
That's wild.
Like people that watch Kardashians, you got to watch other people's stuff to feel better about your own life.
Yeah. No, that's true. And in terms of that, because people are always going to be gravitating towards something like Crash TV and everything like that. One person who actually made it out from Crash TV and actually made it come up is Queen Cardi B.
Oh my God.
Queen Cardi B. Now I like her.
I would really like for you to stop calling her queen.
Who can top her?
I mean, the list.
A lot of people.
Thank you, Danny. We agree.
Name two people who can top Cardi B.
Okay, so again, this is not
dare you.
a contest where we have to name things for you.
All right, but I'm just saying though, she's about to drop an album next month. I am saying this is the most anticipated album in the last 5 years.
Oh wow, that's
not a true statement.
Thank you. Yeah, that was a very serious thing to say.
Don't believe
I think
me.
You should take it all back.
You don't believe me? Seriously. Do you know how many people are thirsty for this album?
You mean you?
No, me and about 10 million other people are mad thirsty for this album.
You know what we should do, Danny? We should tell him to name the 10 million people.
Right?
That could be on the next episode. But no, seriously though. But no, for real talk. Because I'm telling you.
Don't get me wrong. I love ratchet music. I love everything ratchet. But she's not good. Her music is terrible. She's annoying. She should not be in the limelight at all.
This is where I'm going to counter that. Because that one mixtape that came out, that's actually on Spotify. I can't remember the name of it. I think it's called Bad B #3.
See, if you really were a fan and you thought she was that great, you'd know the name of it.
You don't even remember what it is.
See, Danny agrees. You would remember.
But I listened to it, though. Don't trip. You know what I'm saying? But the thing is, though, is that when you listen to the album, the beats are hard. The beats are cold.
So the beats can be cold all day, but what about lyricism?
Right. Now, her lyricism back then, not the best. But she has stepped her game up, though. And she has been taking it seriously. So that's what I'm saying. Because she has an ear and an eye for good beats, she's going to make sure this album has some killer bangers on there.
Wait, how do you know this? You asked her? You said she's going to make sure.
think about everything that she's put out so far. Everything she put out so far is a banger, is a hit. So far.
That's not a true statement.
Wait, wait. Wait, Bodak Yellow wasn't hot?
No.
Lies, people, lies. Anyway, we're gonna start wrapping things up.
You're so weird. Like, you like Kanye, who's like a lyrical genius, and then you love Cardi B. That doesn't make any sense to me.
I got range, brother. I got range. I'm a very eclectic man. Eclectic man. All right. So anyway,
that's like saying I only drink Louis XIII, but every once in a while, I really would just love an OE in a plastic bag.
Sometimes you got no hood. Ain't no wrong with that. Sometimes you got no hood. Ain't no wrong with that. And speaking of which, we're going to wrap things up and everything tonight. Thank you so much for joining us tonight. We are going to be back on the air in 2 weeks. We're going to be doing the preview of WrestleMania coming up, and also, because Danny will be out there, so we're going to talk a little bit about that. Thank you, everyone, for joining us. So join us live on the chat room, and also thank you everyone who joined us on IntellectualRadio.com. And thank you, baby girl.
You're welcome.
For being here tonight as well, too. And we will see y'all next time, all right? Peace.
Bye.
Peace.